Hey guys, what is up? It is SSD Middleman here with GuidesForUsAll, and today we are back with Warframe from scratch, episode 8. The duration of this video might be a little shorter, but trust me, there is a lot of progress, and I definitely put the time into working on this. So, to start off, I decided to play some Archwing missions, specifically the one on Venus, so I could try to get a few of the Archwing parts and rewards. Unfortunately, I didn't get that much. I got the automatic trigger mod, which is very nice, the Velocitous barrel, and the Phaedra receiver. We'll be heading back to Archwing either in the next part or the part after that, really be diving into it and trying to get more progress in that. Then I finished crafting that Forma and Orokin Catalyst we started building in the last part, and then I threw that Forma onto my Soma, which reset the rank all the way to 0, but it did allow me to add another polarity slot, so I added a V polarity. And if you don't know what the polarities do, if you line up the polarities with the mods, it'll cut that mod cost or the mod point cost in half. So let's say I have Serration and it costs 10 mod points, but I line it up with that V polarity, it will only cost 5 mod points to have it installed on the weapon. Then I also use that Orokin Catalyst on my Soma to double the amount of mod points that I can have allocated on this weapon. So this really is starting to get a little out of control. The Soma can be very powerful, very fast, as long as you have the right mod set up. So I went and did some spy missions on Europa to level the Soma back up to its former glory. Then I ranked up all 4 of my elemental mods, which are Infected Clip, Hellfire, Stormbringer, and Cryo rounds, up to rank 4, so that we can start actually getting some elemental damage on the Soma, because elemental damage is way better than you think it is, trust me. Anyways, so my mod setup for the Grineer goes as is. I use Hellfire and Infected Clip to give us some gas damage. Then I put on all 3 of my V polarities Serration, Vital Sense, and Point Strike, which left about 15 points left for modding, so you can throw something like Metal Auger on there to get a little bit of bullet penetration, or Bane of Grineer to get that little bit of extra damage against the Grineer. And then my mod setup against the Corpus was pretty much the same, except I put Cryo rounds and Stormbringer on to get magnetic damage instead of the gas damage. Of course, you can put on Metal Auger, like I said, or Bane of Corpus, and there are a couple other mods that you might find pretty useful. I also put Rime rounds on, since I did have that, which increased the magnetic damage just a little bit more. Now, after that, I decided that we should go farm some void missions, and by some void missions, I mean a ton of void missions. I played 3 Tower 2 captures, 7 Tower 1 mobile defense missions, 5 Tower 1 captures, 5 Tower 2 exterminates, 6 Tower 2 mobile defense missions, 6 Tower 1 exterminates, and 1 Tower 1 survival. Yep. So I don't know if you guys want me to let you know exactly how many void missions I play in each of these parts. If you do, let me know. If you don't, let me know. But my thoughts are maybe it does just take up too much time in the video, and I can just show you what I do with the prime parts I get. But some of you might be curious as to what exact missions I'm playing. So the rewards that we got from the void missions are as follows: a Worm Prime Cerebrum, a Latron Prime Receiver, 1 Reaper Blade, a Loki Prime Blueprint, an Orthos Prime Handle, a Vectis Prime Blueprint, a Boltor Prime Stock, 2 Odinata Prime Blueprints, an Ankairos Prime Gauntlet, a Nyx Prime Blueprint, an Orthos Prime Blueprint, Worm Prime Blueprint, 2 Nova Prime Blueprints, a Rhino Prime Systems, a Rhino Prime Helmet, and 2 Nyx Prime Helmets, a 2 Bow Prime Blueprints, a Bratton Prime Blueprint, 2 Boltor Prime Stocks, a Cindo Prime Blueprint, and a Forma Blueprint. And we also got the Continuity mod from a Void storage container, so that's pretty nice. That is a mouthful to read. Basically, we got a lot of prime parts. Some of the notable loot would be the Vectis Prime Blueprint. That is a pretty good drop. Anything from the Vectis Prime is something that a lot of people are looking to get their hands on right now. And then we did get 2 pieces to the Rhino set, which is going to be the next Warframe to go into the vault. So gather those Rhino parts and hold on to them for now, if you do get them now. So then I decided to find a trader who wanted to buy one of my extra flow mods from me, and he also bought a few of the junk prime parts I had, which sold all together for 5 platinum. You can usually find traders who will pay either 1 or 2 platinum for each of your junk prime parts. If you're lucky, you'll find someone who will pay 6 for 5 junk prime parts, although I do recommend going on Warframe Market and seeing if there is somebody looking to buy your prime part for more than just 1 platinum before you go and junk them to people. You can also trade them to the Void Trader panels at the relays. If you do want to get ducats instead, we'll be delving into that more in the next part, because I really didn't feel like trading anything in for ducats. There weren't any mods that particularly interested me from Barokatir this week. Now, moving on, I got to rank up to rank 4 in New Loco, which means we're just one rank away from getting those special syndicate mods and the special syndicate weapons, which is going to bring in a ton of platinum. Then I did an alert for the Jawsword blueprint and started crafting another Forma and an Orokin reactor. Then I found a buyer for my Tower 3 sabotage keys. I gave him a little bit of a discount, so I ended up selling 7 of them for 11 platinum, which is pretty decent. Usually they sell for 2 platinum, but keys are a bit harder to sell than prime parts. Then I ranked up the Streamline mod to rank 5, as Ember's World on Fire does drain energy quite fast, and I wanted it to have the energy drain slowed a little bit because I'm starting to like Ember quite a bit. Also, I don't know if I mentioned this, but we also got Ember to rank 30. Then I did an alert for Vauban Systems, which means we only need the helmet now, and we will have the all-powerful camping frame Vauban. Then I finished crafting that Forma and the Orokin reactor, which I then used to rank up in the parent sequence. I believe we are rank 3 in the parent sequence now. Then I found a buyer for the Vectis Prime blueprint. He bought it for 5 platinum. And then I sold some prime junk. Like I said earlier, you could sell about 5 parts for 5 or 6 platinum. I sold it for 6 platinum, which means we made about 11 platinum altogether from those 2 trades. Then I decided we should clear some planet nodes just for a little bit of mastery experience, and so that I have all the missions opened up for the daily syndicate missions. So we cleared all of the planet nodes on Saturn and all of the planet nodes on Sedna, besides the Arcwing mission nodes, which we really can't take on quite yet. So with all of those cleared, I bought the blueprints for 2 melee weapons, the Obex and the Sindo, which I then started crafting, and we will level those up next time. So that's all that we did in this part, guys. Altogether we got, let's see, 10, 16, we got 27 platinum, which is not too shabby, and we still have a bunch of prime parts to sell, and a bunch of them that I'm holding on until I can either get the set, or until they go into the vault, so that I can sell them in about a month or 2 for a lot more than they're worth now. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this part, hope it helped you out, and if it did, make sure to leave a like rating down below, and subscribe to see some more videos in the future, and I will see you in the next part. Goodbye.